You feel it, don't you? The pressure, the delay, the battles you never asked for. Listen, asks, I saw you when you were crying alone. Darkness. I heard every prayer you whispered when nobody was watching. Chosen one, the silence is not rejection. Something is shifting in the unseen realm. Your enemies thought you were finished. They were wrong. God is speaking right now. Hold on. Do not give up yet. The transfer is near. Yes, you have been attacked. Yes, you have felt forgotten. But heaven has been preparing a release just for you. Money is not the only thing coming. Favor is coming. Protection is coming. Sudden opportunities are coming. You will not have to beg for what is already written in your destiny. Listen closely. The doors you cried over are about to open themselves. Stay here, because what is coming will shock everyone who doubted you. Listen to me. I know what you have been carrying. You thought your struggles were proof that you were doing something wrong. You wondered why life felt heavier for you than for others. You asked me in the silence, God, did I disappoint you? No, you did not disappoint me. Chosen one, as your struggles are not punishment, thus they are proof. Proof that I have placed something uncommon inside of you. Proof that your spirit is carrying weight that ordinary battles cannot destroy. I saw you when you were fighting battles you never told anyone about. When you smiled in public but collapsed emotionally in private. When you kept going even when your heart felt broken and your faith felt thin. The world looked at your suffering and thought you were being defeated. But I was watching something deeper. Every tear you cried was not wasted. Every night you stayed awake wondering about your future was not ignored. I was shaping you in places where human approval could never reach. You are spiritually marked, not cursed, marked. Marked for influence, marked for impact, marked for a destiny that requires a stronger spirit than comfort can create. You were never meant to live a life without pressure, because diamonds are not formed in sunlight. They are formed under heat, under weight, under pressure that would crush weaker material. Yes, you felt alone. Yes, people misunderstood you. Yes, some even walked away when you needed them most. But I was teaching you dependence on me, not dependence on people who could not carry your future. The battles you fought were training grounds for the authority I am about to release in your life. The rejection you felt was just me removing voices that would have limited your destiny. Listen carefully. What you survived was not random. It was preparation for the level of blessing that is about to find you. Soon, people will not recognize who you have become. Not because you changed, but because I refined you through fire, through silence, through waiting. You are not behind in life. You are in divine preparation. And what I am about to do in your life will make every struggle you faced make sense. Stand strong. Your story is not over. It is only beginning. I know what rejection felt like to you. I saw the moment you felt unwanted. The moment you sent that message and waited, and the reply never came. The moment you worked harder than everyone else, yet someone else was chosen instead of you. You thought something was wrong with you. You questioned your worth. You wondered if you were invisible. You wondered if I was still listening. Listen closely. Chosen one, because I am speaking to the wounds you never showed anyone. Rejection was not your failure. Rejection was my protection. You don't yet see what I was protecting you from, but I do. There were doors you cried over that I never opened on purpose. Not because you were unworthy, but because those rooms could not hold the person you are becoming. You were trying to fit into spaces that were too small for your calling. You were trying to stay where your heart felt safe, even when your destiny was calling you forward. And I had to let certain people walk away, not to break you, but to redirect you. Because the assignment I placed on your life is heavier than popularity. It is stronger than social approval. It requires character, resilience, and spiritual strength that comfort could never teach you. You cried when they replaced you, but I was already preparing something better. You were not rejected because you were too much. You were rejected because you were chosen for something greater than they could understand. Some relationships ended because they could not grow with your destiny. Some opportunities disappeared because they were distractions disguised as blessings. I know it hurt when you watched others succeed, where you were overlooked. I know it felt unfair when people who did less were celebrated more. But I was working behind the scenes. I was placing you on a different path, a path where your destiny would not depend on human approval. Soon, you will look back and understand why certain doors stayed closed. You will thank me for every rejection that saved you from toxic environments, from broken systems, from people who would have drained your purpose instead of supporting it. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are being strategically positioned. The places that rejected you will one day watch what I am about to do through you. Stand up, chosen one, because what I am preparing for you is bigger than the rejection you survived. You are not imagining it. The pressure you feel is real. The resistance around your life feels heavy because something powerful is growing inside of you. Listen to me carefully, chosen one. The warfare you feel is not random chaos attacking your life. It is evidence that your destiny is already making noise in places you cannot see. You thought the battles were trying to destroy you. But I am telling you the truth of what is happening behind the scenes. Your calling is being noticed in the spiritual realm. Your future is already causing disturbance in places that oppose your purpose. That is why things sometimes feel harder for you than for others. That is why when you try to move forward, something seems to push back. That is why when you try to grow, doubts, fears, distractions, and emotional storms try to surround you. You are not fighting because you are weak. You are fighting because you are dangerous to the plans that were meant to destroy your destiny. I saw the nights when you felt spiritually exhausted, when you felt like you were fighting invisible battles, while everyone else was sleeping peacefully. When anxiety tried to speak louder than your faith. When discouragement tried to convince you that your life would never change. But listen, your name is already being spoken in places of spiritual resistance. Not because you are under attack only, but because your purpose carries authority. There are things trying to slow you down because what I placed inside of you threatens darkness. You are not just surviving life. You are carrying light into environments that have been waiting for your arrival. Yes, the warfare feels personal sometimes. It feels emotional. It feels exhausting. but I am strengthening you through every battle you survive. You are learning spiritual endurance. You are learning emotional authority. You are learning how to stand when circumstances try to push you down. Do not interpret warfare as abandonment. Interpret it as recognition. Heaven does not train ordinary people like this. Heaven prepares warriors for destinies that change families, systems, and generations. Soon, the battles that once felt overwhelming will become evidence of how strong I made you. You will speak with authority. You will walk with confidence. You will carry peace that others cannot explain. The forces that tried to intimidate you are already losing their grip. Keep standing, chosen one. Because what you are fighting is proof that your destiny is already winning. I know what it felt like, being alone when everyone else was surrounded by voices. You thought something was wrong with you. You wondered why you didn't fit in. You watched others laugh together, build connections, move forward socially, while you felt like you were walking a path that nobody else could walk with you. Listen closely, chosen one, because I need you to understand something very deeply. Your isolation was not abandonment. It was preparation. I did not remove people from your life to punish you. I removed noise so you could hear my voice more clearly. Because what I am preparing you for requires spiritual clarity, emotional strength, and identity that cannot be built in crowds. I saw you during your quiet seasons, when you felt invisible, when you stopped getting invited, when conversations slowly faded away, when you started questioning whether anyone truly cared about you. You cried in rooms where nobody could hear you, but I was there. I was strengthening parts of your soul that would need to be unbreakable for what is coming next in your destiny. You were being trained in silence. Because greatness is not always formed in celebration. Sometimes greatness is formed in hidden places where character is built without applause. You had to learn how to stand when nobody was cheering. You had to learn how to believe in your future when nobody was speaking life into you. You had to learn how to keep walking when emotional comfort was nowhere to be found. I was teaching you independence from validation. I was teaching you emotional strength that cannot be controlled by other people's opinions. I was building spiritual authority inside you when nobody was watching. You felt lonely, but you were never alone. The seasons where you felt forgotten were actually seasons where I was protecting your calling from people who could not carry your purpose with you. Not everyone is meant to walk with you forever. Some people were only meant to be part of your story for a season. And I had to create distance so you could grow into who I created you to become. Your isolation was like training in a spiritual wilderness, not to break you, but to make you strong enough to carry influence, responsibility, and destiny weight. Soon, you will realize why you had to walk certain parts of your journey by yourself. Because the level of blessing, influence, and purpose I am releasing into your life requires a version of you that can stand even when you feel emotionally alone. You are not socially disconnected. You are spiritually selected, and the silence you experienced was not empty. It was preparation for the voice I am about to give you in your destiny season. I need you to hear me very clearly, chosen one. You are closer than you think. You felt like giving up. You had moments where you whispered, "God, I don't know if I can keep going." Say, you kept moving, but your heart felt tired. Your spirit felt stretched. Your hope felt fragile, and I saw that. The enemy thought he had won when you stopped smiling the way you used to. He thought he had won when your prayers became quieter. He thought he had won when you started questioning whether your destiny was real. But listen to me carefully. The breakthrough is often released right after the enemy thinks you have given up DRS. When you were tired but still moving forward, Haven was watching your endurance. When you were broken but still showing up for life, Heaven was counting your faith as strength. When you wanted to quit but kept going anyway, something in the spiritual realm started shifting. You do not see it yet, but chains are already loosening. There were moments when you were one decision away from walking into your breakthrough, but you couldn't see it. You felt stuck in cycles. You felt like you were running in place. You felt like everyone else was progressing while your life felt paused. But I was not delaying you. I was positioning you. Because I do not release destiny blessings when you are comfortable. I release them when you have learned how to survive pressure without losing faith. The enemy tried to convince you that nothing would change. He tried to whisper that your life would always feel like this. He tried to make you believe that your prayers were not being heard. But I was working in the unseen. I was building opportunities behind closed doors. I was aligning people who will help your destiny. I was closing doors that would have wasted your future. And right now, you are standing at the edge of something big. You may feel like you are at your limit, but I am telling you the truth of what is about to happen. The moment you almost quit is often the moment I release the miracle. Not because you were strong enough on your own, but because you kept walking even when everything inside you wanted to stop. Your breakthrough is not coming because life became easy. Your breakthrough is coming because you refuse to stop believing in me. Get ready, chosen one. Because what you thought was the end of your story is actually the beginning of your victory season. Listen to me, chosen one. I need you to feel the weight of these words deep in your spirit. You have been through things that were meant to break your identity. You have faced attacks that tried to convince you that your life had no real purpose. You have felt pressure from situations, from people, from emotional battles you never spoke about. And yet you are still here. Do you understand what that means? Your survival is not luck. Your survival is proof that something inside you is stronger than everything that tried to destroy you. Your destiny is stronger than every attack sent against your purpose. Jazz, there were moments when darkness tried to surround your mind. Thoughts tried to convince you that you were not enough. Fear tried to speak louder than your dreams. Discouragement tried to make you lower your expectations for your life. But I was building something inside you that attacks cannot destroy. Destiny is not fragile. Destiny is not weak. Destiny is built like a fortress inside your spirit. The attacks you faced were not random. They were strategic. Because what I placed inside you is powerful enough to change environments, influence hearts, and break cycles that have followed your family line. You felt pressure because purpose attracts opposition. You felt spiritual resistance because your life carries authority you have not fully stepped into yet. There were people who tried to speak against your future. There were moments when doors closed suddenly. There were disappointments that made you question whether you were really chosen. But listen carefully. No attack can cancel what I designed before you were born. You may have felt shaken, but you were never destroyed. You may have felt slowed down, but you were never removed from your destiny path. Every attack only revealed how important your calling really is. The stronger the resistance, the greater the assignment. I saw how you kept going even when you felt emotionally exhausted. I saw how you protected your heart even when people misunderstood you. I saw how you kept believing in your future when your present looked uncertain. You are not just surviving attacks. You are learning spiritual authority. Soon, people will see the strength you carry and wonder how you survived what you went through. And you will know the truth. It was not just your strength. It was my destiny inside you refusing to be destroyed. Stand tall, chosen one, because your destiny is not fighting to survive. Your destiny is fighting to win. Listen closely. Chosen one, because I am about to speak to the fear you felt in the dark. There were nights when you felt completely exposed. Nights when you thought something bad was about to happen. Moments when your heart was racing, and you couldn't explain why you felt so vulnerable. You thought you were alone, but I was there. God's divine protection has been surrounding you, even when you felt completely alone. Azan. You didn't see the protection. You didn't hear the protection working. But I was moving things out of your path that you never even knew were threats to your future. There were accidents you narrowly avoided, situations that almost destroyed your peace, but didn't. People who walked toward your life with hidden intentions, but something stopped them from touching your destiny. You called it luck. I call it love. I saw the dangers you never spoke about, the emotional traps, the spiritual attacks you felt but couldn't name. The moments when you felt like something was trying to pull you backward while you were trying to move forward. But you are still here. That is not coincidence. That is protection working silently in the background of your life. You thought I left you in your struggles, but I was guarding your future while you were learning how to survive your present. There were times when you felt invisible, but invisibility was sometimes my strategy to protect you from attention that could have harmed your purpose before you were ready. Not everyone needed to know who you were becoming. Not every environment was safe for the destiny growing inside you. So I surrounded you with unseen protection. When you were driving and didn't realize how close danger was, I was there. When your heart wanted to trust people who were not safe for your spirit, I was there, guiding your steps quietly. When emotional pain tried to push you into decisions that would have hurt your future, I was already standing between you and destruction. You are not surviving life by accident. You are being carefully preserved for something greater. You wondered why you kept escaping situations that felt overwhelming. You wondered why certain plans failed even when they seemed perfect. It was protection. Because I am not only preparing your present, I am protecting your destiny story. The same protection that kept you alive is the same protection that will carry you into your purpose season. You are not walking alone. You are walking surrounded by unseen strength. And what I protected you from yesterday is proof of what I am about to release into your tomorrow. Listen to me carefully, chosen one, because this is where everything changes in your understanding of your life. You have spent too much time thinking that your future was fragile. You have worried about whether people could stop what I placed inside you. You have wondered if spiritual attacks, rejection, or opposition from others could somehow rewrite your destiny story. But I need you to hear this in the deepest part of your spirit. Tess, what I have planned for you cannot be stopped by human or spiritual opposition. Cress, not by people who misunderstood you, not by those who walked away, not by voices that spoke against your future, not by spiritual forces that tried to intimidate your faith. Nothing has the authority to cancel what I wrote over your life before your struggles even began. I saw the times you felt like everything was working against you, when opportunities disappeared suddenly, when doors closed in ways that felt unfair, when people you trusted turned into disappointments you never expected. You thought it was the end of something good, but I was protecting something greater. You were never fighting to survive randomly. You were fighting inside a story that was already written with victory at the end. There were moments when you felt like giving up, because the resistance was so strong, like invisible walls kept appearing every time you tried to move forward, like progress came slowly while pressure came constantly. But opposition does not mean your destiny is weak. Opposition often means your destiny is powerful enough to disturb the systems that were not meant to contain you. There are dreams inside you that will outlive criticism. There are opportunities coming that will surprise people who doubted you. There are blessings being prepared in places you have never visited yet. I have been moving people, situations, and circumstances behind the scenes for you. Some relationships ended because they could not carry the weight of your calling. Some failures were actually redirections toward stronger opportunities. Some delays were divine timing protecting you from rushing into blessings you were not yet ready to carry. You are not competing with anyone for your destiny. What I planned for you is uniquely designed for your life alone. Soon, you will see things begin to align in ways that feel supernatural. Doors will open without you forcing them. Opportunities will find you when you are not even searching for them. And when that happens, you will know. It was never about your strength alone. It was about my promise over your life refusing to be defeated. Stand firm, chosen one, because what I have planned for you is already stronger than everything that tried to stop you. Do you feel that, chosen one? That strange moment when your pain starts making sense. You are starting to realize something slowly, powerfully. Like a sunrise breaking through dark clouds you once thought would never move. All the tears, all the pressure, all the nights you thought you were falling apart. They were not random. I was preparing you. Yes, I allowed you to feel certain struggles, not because I wanted to break you, but because I was building you into someone strong enough to carry your destiny without collapsing under pressure. You thought your pain was punishment, but I was strengthening your spiritual muscles in places where comfort could never reach you. Every disappointment was teaching you discernment. Every rejection was sharpening your identity. Every lonely season was teaching you how to stand, even when nobody was standing with you. You are beginning to understand now, aren't you? That unseen protection was always surrounding you. That danger you narrowly escaped was not coincidence. That emotional breakdown you survived was not the end of your story. I was quietly removing people who could not walk into your future. I was redirecting your steps away from traps disguised as opportunities. I was keeping your destiny safe while you were learning how to survive the storm. And now, something inside you is starting to wake up. Your purpose is stirring. Your confidence is returning. Your spirit is remembering who you are meant to become. The pain you survived is becoming the authority you will speak from. The battles you endured are becoming the testimony that will carry others out of darkness. Listen closely, because this is destiny activation. You are not broken from your past. You are being launched from it. Listen to me, you are not ending in defeat. You are standing at the beginning of something greater. Every tear you cried was seen. Every battle you survived was recorded in heaven. I never left you, not in the darkness, not in the silence, not in the moments you felt forgotten. I was there, holding your future while you were fighting to hold yourself together. Chosen one, stand up again. Your strength is returning. Your faith is rising. The same God who carried you through your pain is now opening doors of destiny that no enemy can shut. Walk forward with courage. Speak with authority. You are not abandoned, not defeated, not finished. Your story is still being written in victory, favor, and divine purpose. Go forward knowing this truth. What was meant to break you only prepared you for what is about to bless you. Now rise, your destiny is waiting.